Hi friends, this is so exciting. Today we're going to be talking about the erotic romance heroine, specifically the submissive heroine in a BDSM romance novel. Even more specifically, the type of submissive heroines that I don't like. It really gets to me when people write submissives that I think are really like trash versions of submissives that aren't realistic, that are just kind of garbage. Let's start with the selfless submissive. The selfless submissive is the kind of submissive where everything in their life is just to please other people. Not just in their submissive life, but in their whole life. They're like sad sacks. They like have to support their family. They never got to go to school. They're working at a dive as a stripper, and their whole life is about sacrificing for other people. And doesn't this make them a submissive character that I'm supposed to love and relate to? This can be especially problematic in BDSM books because it's like, oh, I'm a submissive. That means I have to give up everything to everybody all the time. No, that is not how it works. And if that's how you've been doing it, in the words of many, many people in the BDSM community, you're doing it wrong. Repeat after me, selfless is not sexy. We don't want these girls growing up reading books and being like, oh, that's the way to make a guy like me. I'll just give him everything and take nothing for myself and do everything for other people and never do anything for me. And that will make me the most wonderful woman in the world. No, it won't. And your life will suck. And being submissive and being selfless are two totally different things. I'm going to repeat that. Being submissive and being selfless are two totally different things. Of course, now I have to talk about the sassy heroine, the sassy sub. This is something that you can do in moderation, but you don't want to overdo it because then you have like a freaking irritating sub that you want to stab in the neck. Being sassy or bratty is a time-honored submissive tradition, but when you ask for it too hard, it becomes like they're on the top, like they're demanding what they want, like, oh, I want a spanking, let me do something bratty and then I'll get it. That's kind of cheating. I'm not saying don't write brats. Like, brats have their place, like in a trash can. No, I'm kidding. Like, some people love brats. That's like a whole fetish. It's just not mine. Remember that for every writer rule, there's an exception, and you can be like, fuck you, I'm going to write out the brats I want, and Annabel Joseph, shut up, and you're a stupid head. Fine. With that said, let's talk about another character that I really can't stand reading. It's that whole submissive, but outside the dungeon, she's super strong. She's a CEO. She's a millionaire. She runs an iron factory or something. It's like writers think that if they have a character that's going to be submissive to a man, well, she better kick ass and squeeze balls in every other part of her life. Anybody can be submissive. Anybody. Not just strong women. You can be totally weak. You can be weak as like a little like piece of plankton and be like, but I'm submissive and I want to submit to somebody. And you know what? That is okay. Submission is not something that you have to earn by being strong in every part of your life. I don't see people saying, oh, if you want to be a dominant, then you have to be totally submissive in every other part of your life. Like, does that ever happen? Does any dominant character have to prove how like non-dominant they are in other parts of their life? No. Do you know who can be submissive? Any fucking person. Do you know why they can be submissive? For any fucking reason that they want. What do you think, Cookie? Do you have to be strong outside the bedroom to be submissive in the bedroom? What's your opinion? I totally agree. Another heroine that we both hate is the stupid heroine. What do we do when we read about stupid submissives who don't know what they're talking about? Isn't it awful? You're sticking out your tongue because you hate it? Or because you don't have any teeth down there to keep your tongue inside? I'm stupid enough myself. I don't need to read about someone else being stupid, and especially willfully stupid when they're like, oh, you know what? I don't know how to not get pregnant. You learn in like 5th grade when you have the period talk how you get pregnant and to use condoms and stuff and to take your pills. Oh, I forgot to take my pill. I wonder if I'll get pregnant. Yeah, you probably will. I have a lot of submissive readers, and I want to get it right for them so that when they're reading my book, they're not pulled out of the story by thinking about, this is bullshit. So when you're writing your submissive heroines, use common sense. Don't make her too selfless. Don't make her too sassy. Don't make her too strong. Like that's the only way she deserves to submit. And definitely don't make her stupid. I thought it was funny that all of these names start with the letter S. And it's kind of cool because when you put them all together, it makes like this sound, which is kind of stands for like, stop writing heroines like this.